Alright people, so we're going to kick it off with the separate facing, and we have the front and the back panel over here, and we're going to start off tracing the front panel. So here we go, this is my front panel of my bodice. I'm going to start tracing off the armhole and the neckline of the front. So the facing's purpose is to cover the raw edge of this particular area that you are looking to cover. In this case, we're going to cover the armhole and also the neckline. So what you want to do is first trace these pieces off real quick. So I'm tracing around the armhole because that's the area I would like to cover, and of course going down the side seam we're going to stick with a perhaps a 4 centimeter seam allowance over there, and I'm also going to copy my shoulder line, and I'm going to do 4 centimeters on top there as well. So after I have my armhole trace, I'm just going to join these pieces real quick, or these points, with a curve line. In this case you can use your French curve to do this real quick. Once I have that drawn, I'm going to grab a marker and just highlight these points real quick so that you can see it in the video. Once I have my armhole facing, I'm also going to do the same thing on my neckline, because that is also an area I would like to cover with the facing. So I'll copy the neckline real quick, and I'm going to try and keep it the same measurement as the previous facing. So the shoulder is going to also be 4 centimeters, and I'm also going to trace my center back, or center front rather, also with 4 centimeters, and then I'm going to connect these points with a curve line as well. The reason why we're choosing a curve line, it's just easier to overlock this curve line. This is now you having to sew this facing together later on. I'm copying this over with a cookie so it's easy for you to see. So we have the facing for the neck and the facing for the shoulder or armhole. I've gone ahead and cut this on smaller scale just to show you guys what's up. So here we have the facing for the neck. After you have cut it from here, of course, it will look something like this: facing for the neck and facing for the armhole. Alright, so that is what it is to make your own separate facings. So of course we're going to do exactly the same for the back, and I've gone ahead and done that already. So you will follow the same steps as we would do with the front. Then you will have your facings for your back panel, and here's my neck facing for the back and my armhole facing for the back panel. Alright people, and that's what it is to make a separate facing for your overgarment, for the front of your overgarment and the back of your overgarment. Alright, check the picture below. That is essentially what that separate facing looks like. Alright, thanks for watching people. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.